dear friends, my name is Nakshtra from Vishwabharati High School 6 IIT Lotus. Today I am going to explain about visualization of 2D shape to 3D shape. First, what is a 2D shape? A 2D shape is a two-dimensional figure which defined as x-axis and y-axis. That means 2D shapes are also called plane figures of plane surfaces because they doesn't have thickness or height. Means it consists length and breadth. Next, the examples of 2D shapes are rectangle, triangle, circle, square. Our real life examples are rectangle, circle. Our floor tiles also are in square shapes or rectangular shapes. Next, what is a 3D shape? A 3D shape is a three-dimensional figure which consists or which defined as x-axis, y-axis and also z-axis. See, in 2D shape we see only x-axis and y-axis. But in 3D shape we see x-axis, y-axis and also z-axis. These shapes consist length, breadth and also height or thickness. But in 2D shapes we won't see thickness or height. Next, these 3D shapes are also called solid figures or solid shapes because these are consist length, breadth and also thickness or height. The examples of 3D shapes are cube, x-axis, y-axis and also z-axis. Cuboid, x-axis, y-axis and also z-axis. Cylinder, pyramid, cone and sphere. In this working model, I am going to explain about how the 2D shapes creates a 3D shape. 3D shape. When we are rotating a 2D shape, which 3D shapes we get? Now let us see this. When we are rotating a rectangle, the breadth or length of the rectangle turns into height of the cylinder. So, when we are rotating rectangle, we can observe a cylinder. When we are rotating a triangle, the base of the triangle converts into the base of the cone. The base of the cone is in circular shape. So, when we are rotating triangle, the base turns into a circle and the height of the triangle turns into height of the cone. Once observe here. See, here we can observe a cone. Next, sphere, circle. When we are rotating a circle, we can observe a sphere. Why? Because the radius of the circle converts into the radius of the sphere. Once observe here, I am rotating the circle. If it is it getting sphere or not, we can let us see. See, when I am rotating a circle, here I can observe a sphere. That's it. See, I think so all you get doubt how it is useful for children, how children can understand this. When we are rotating these, children will attract and they will observe with concentration. So, they can understand easily how 2D shapes create a 3D shapes. Till now I said about how 2D shapes creates a 3D shape. Now I am going to explain about how 3D shapes creates a 2D shape. First, we can keep a cube on this cover. See, I am going to show when we are keeping a 3D shapes on this cover, which 2D shapes occurs down. Once observe here. See, here we get a square. Here we get a square. Next, I am showing how cuboid, turns into a 2D shape and which we get. See, I am keeping on this cover and I am keeping a flashlight on this. See, here we can observe a rectangle. Am I right? Next, pyramid. I am keeping a square pyramid on this cover. Now let us see which shape we get. Which 2D shape we get. Here we are getting a square. But when we are keeping it in horizontal way, we get a triangle. Once observe here. See, we get a triangle. Now I am going to keep on this cover. Let us see which 2D shapes we get. Here down we are getting a circle. See, when we are rotating a circle, we get a sphere. When here circle turning into a sphere, but here a sphere turning into a circle. Next, cone. I kept on this a cone. See, here we are getting a rectangular shape. Why? Because here when we are rotating a triangle, we get a cone. But here, triangle turning into a cone, here a cone is turning into a triangle. Next, cylinder. Once we can observe cylinder, which 2D shapes we get. Once observe here, which 2D shapes we get. Here we are getting rectangle. See here, when we are rotating a rectangle, we get a cylinder. Here, when we are seeing a shadow of the cylinder, we get a rectangle. By playing with these two models, by playing with spinners and by playing with shadows of these 3D objects, children can easily understand how 2D shapes creates a 3D shape and how 3D shapes creates a 2D shape. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity.